Dorothy Irene Height, March 24, 1912 to April 20, 2010, was an African-American civil rights and women's rights activist. She focused on the issues of African-American women, including unemployment, illiteracy, and voter awareness. Height is credited as the first leader in the civil rights movement to recognize inequality for women and African Americans as problems that should be considered as a whole. She was the president of the National Council of Negro Women for 40 years. Height's role in the Big Six civil rights movement was frequently ignored by the press due to sexism. In 1974, she was named to the National Commission for the Protection of Human Subjects of Biomedical and Behavioral Research, which published the Belmont Report, a bioethics report in response to the infamous Tuskegee Syphilis Study. Dorothy Height was born in Richmond, Virginia, on March 24, 1912. When she was 5 years old, she moved with her family to Rankin, Pennsylvania, a steel town in the suburbs of Pittsburgh, where she attended racially integrated schools. Height's mother was active in the Pennsylvania Federation of Colored Women's Clubs and regularly took Dorothy along to meetings where she established her place in the sisterhood. Height's long association with the YWCA began in a Girl Reserve Club in Rankin organized under the auspices of the Pittsburgh YWCA. An enthusiastic participant, who was soon elected president of the club, Height was appalled to learn that her race barred her from swimming in the pool at the Central YWCA branch. Though her arguments could not bring about a change in policy in 1920s Pittsburgh, Height later dedicated much of her professional energy to bringing profound change to the YWCA. While in high school, Height became socially and politically active in anti-lynching movement. A talented orator, she won first place in a $1,000 scholarship at a national oratory contest held by the Elks. Height graduated from Rankin High School in 1929. She was accepted to Barnard College in 1929, but was denied entrance because the school had an unwritten policy of admitting only 2 black students per year. She enrolled instead at New York University, earning an undergraduate degree in 1932 and a master's degree in educational psychology the following year. She pursued further postgraduate work at Columbia University and the New York School of Social Work, the predecessor of the Columbia University School of Social Work. From 1934 to 1937, Height worked in the New York City Department of Welfare, an experience she credited with teaching her the skills to deal with conflict without intensifying it. From there, she moved to a job as a counselor at the YWCA of New York City, Harlem branch, in the fall of 1937. Soon after joining the staff there, Height met Mary McLeod Bethune and Eleanor Roosevelt at a meeting of the National Council of Negro Women, NCNW, held at the YWCA. In her 2003 memoir, Height described the meeting. "On that fall day, the redoubtable Mary McLeod Bethune put her hand on me. She drew me into her dazzling orbit of people in power and people in poverty. The freedom gates are half ajar," she said. "We must pry them fully open." I have been committed to the calling ever since. The following year, Height served as acting director of the YWCA of New York City's Emma Ransom House residence. In addition to her YWCA and NCNW work, Height was also very active in the United Christian Youth Movement, a group intensely interested in relating faith to real-world problems.